Hello there. What's going on, everybody? We've got some Armada news from Atomic Mass Games to talk about today, and it's sort of exciting, and we're going to be talking about it. Of course, Armada news is, well, always exciting, but it's not as exciting as like, hey, there's a whole new wave coming next month, but it's still pretty cool. So sit down, buckle your seatbelts, strap in, strap crap, clap trap. Is a bunch of crap. Let's talk about the Armada news. So we have a new OP kit coming. I'm going to tell you what we know and how we got this information. It was put out on stream. If you guys haven't already, make sure you're entered to win that $25 Amazon gift card giveaway. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. We're going to be announcing that in a couple more days, so stay tuned. There's still time left to enter to win. So, what are we looking at here? Why do I have this graphic? If you've ever seen the movie Solo, a Star Wars story, or familiar with the Kessel Run, that is the sort of the setting for the next new kit that is coming out for Armada. It is going to be, they call it a narrative event, but it's going to be kind of one of those in-store kits that you, if you participate in, you're going to be able to take the stuff home. So it's going to be actual physical product. And the best part is you won't have to buy it. You'll just have to convince your friendly local game store to buy it. So how do I know this? Where did this all come from? Yesterday's stream it was actually a Legion stream, but they started talking about some Armada stuff. And I think Will Schick just mentioned that there was an Armada kit that was coming, and there were some questions, so I started kind of hammering away on the questions, and some of the background people kind of got him to talk a little bit more. And so here's what we do know. It's kind of set during the Maelstrom scene of Solo, a Star Wars story, kind of where they were making the Kessel Run, and they went through this Maelstrom, or the Maw, and there, it was the cloudy area, and there's all sorts of difficult and shifting landscape, and that's kind of what you're going to be looking at there. I kind of get the idea that there might be new obstacles, and also a Will Schick called a Shumagorath, which of course is the big creature that sort of lived in the Maw, that had its tentacles, the Cthulhu sort of creature. Of course, according to Star Wars, it's actually called a Summa Verminoth. Summa Verminoth? Summa Verminoth. So, however you'd like to pronounce it. That's what the creature here that we're looking at is, and you're gonna get basically a big Summa Verminoth. I think it's probably gonna be like a thick cardboard token. I don't imagine it will be some kind of like plastic miniature, but something a large token that that kind of go into this scenario that's gonna have tentacles. Will try and grab your ships and do all of that, because even though the Millennium Falcon was a small ship, traveling through the Maw, we do know that capital ships were also present. We did see a big Star Destroyer kind of chasing down the Millennium Falcon. So it can imagine if you brought two fleets and tried to do battle in that confined space. So we know that they did say it would also be pretty chaotic. And you would be able to actually keep everything that you play with, so that the idea of these OP kits is the store will order them, and you'll be able to go in and you'll set up an event. Hey, we're going to go play this scenario. You'll be able to keep the stuff that you play with, so this way you can go home and you can play it again and again. And so we'll, this is kind of how AMG has done their other OP kits. You've got all this stuff for Marvel Crisis Protocol. Some of those are really, really fun. Some of them are more fun than others. But they also have ones, the Dianaga one coming for Legion, and of course the droids, the kickball, the Rocket League thing for X-wing, where you're kicking your astromechs, through the goalposts. And so this is one coming for Armada. Now, a lot of people were asking recently, in the latest stream where they talked about the OP kits for Legion and X-wing. Hey, how come there's nothing for Armada? What's going on with this? So Will Schick did just say that they just got this sent off to production. I don't think he actually intended to talk about this too much just yet, but it is going into production. So this does mean, yes, physical product. This is also going to be shipping with the last card that everybody voted on, which I believe was Intensify Firepower, the Alt Art promo card. So that will also be something that you should be getting. So tell your local game stores, right? Tell your local game stores to order this kit, order multiples of it for, make sure that everybody, I don't know how many players it's going to support. Maybe if it's like 8 or 4 or 16 or what have you. But tell them to order multiples of these kits, so this way you guys can have big events. Now, they also said it would be narrative. Now, I don't know if a narrative event means only like a single session or if it's going to have like some type of continuing campaign aspect to it. But I sort of think a narrative event is just like a scenario, a single type of event. So you won't actually be choosing, objectives, or maybe you will be. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see if you're choosing objectives from your other players' build or not, or if you're playing a set objective, and it might simply be destroy the other fleet while trying to stay alive while all this other random stuff happens. They focused on it being very chaotic and having a lot of different things happen, whether it's the kind of the maw itself messing with you, or the Shumagorath, as Will Schick likes to say, kind of messing with your ships, reaching around them, tackling, or wrapping, its tentacles around your ships. So, maybe ships will get moved, maybe ships will get just completely destroyed. Maybe you'll roll a dice and find out what it does to your ships. So, yes, that's basically something else that's something that's coming out for Armada. Now, on to, I guess, the part that I know some people are going to be disappointed, and they say, "Well, we've waited 2 years for this," and I thought about that because when I sat down to make this video, I was thinking about it for a while. Like, not everybody's going to be thrilled with this, and it's because I think we all want to hear, hey, we have a new wave coming out. We got more Clone Wars. We've got, we got more titles. We got a campaign pack. That's all the stuff that we want to see. And it doesn't mean that stuff isn't coming. But what this tells us that they're not giving up on Armada. They're not like, canceling the game. They're making a whole new scenario for it, a new OP kit, in addition to the Adepticon prize support and the Nova prize support, Worlds qualifiers, a Worlds, which will be this year also. So there definitely is Armada stuff that is in development. This was something that had to be developed, right? And so, and it's free, at least free to you. Your FLGS has to pay for it. So it's nice that there is, that they're actually supporting the game. And I think that's an important thing. So when people ask, isn't that game dead? No, there's a whole new OP kit coming out for it. It's a good deal. It's not what everybody wanted. I'm sure a lot of people wanted another wave of ships or a campaign pack and another squadron pack, maybe another card kit, things like that. We all want that. I want that too. I'm not pretending like I don't want that. But I am appreciative, is that the word? Yeah, I appreciate that this is something. And that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, right? And it's also not a flipping of the rule set upside down or anything like that. Like they're just giving you something extra, and that's pretty cool. I like this type of support. And then there's also alt art promos. At least you're going to be getting your Intensify Firepower, I believe, is the card that's coming. And there's no indication that this is the last thing. They certainly didn't say and this is all you're going to get. No, this is just the next thing we're going to get, and who knows what will come after that. We have Mini Stravaganza coming up in June, and perhaps they'll talk more about this. They might even hint about the future, or it may be a little bit farther out. We don't know what's going to happen with the future of Armada, but this is certainly a good sign, and it's reason to continue to be optimistic, because they're also going to see a lot of stores ordering these kits. So make sure you tell your stores to order these kits. We don't know what the name of the kit is going to be yet, but tell your stores that when the Armada kits come out, make sure they order them. And when AMG sees, hey, a lot of stores are ordering Armada stuff, it's going to remind them that there is definitely demand. Of course, they know that because the product sells out right away. So that's I guess that's about it for this. I know I'm talking an awful lot about something that's was kind of a small update, but as part of a bigger stream. Certainly a lot of other Legion stuff to talk about as well, and of course we'll be talking about that. We got the box art for the Shadow Collective out yesterday. It's gonna be a $70 box, which is pretty reasonable for a single faction starter. Single faction starters, Armada kind of started that, right? I mean, for FFG at least, and hopefully that's a direction that they'll continue to go, and that could be a great way that they take the future of Armada, maybe re-releasing a single faction starter for the Empire and for the Rebels as well. I'd love to see reprints done, and maybe some rebalancing and things like that done, and maybe some point reductions and some changes to I've got a lot of little things that I'd love to see done maybe over time at some point. But not really pushing too much for that right now. I want to know what like some of your guys' what's your wish list. What like if you could have them do one thing, I'd love to see just some more, like another wave of Clone Wars ships, just to kind of with some more commanders, like maybe 4 more commanders that are all different and make those factions feel way more than they are now. And the perfect thing for me would be like 2 more ships for each faction and another squadron pack, and I think it'd be like, all right, now I feel great. Although I do feel great because Armada's in a great spot. But before I get too far off topic, let me go ahead and wrap things up. That is going to do it for today. As we get more information, I'll be sure to bring it to you. So if you want to talk Armada, this is a great place to do it. Also, join the Discord. The link is down in the description below. And that's going to do it for today, guys. I'll talk to you later. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are amazing and help make this channel possible. Thank you for your continued support. Don't forget, everybody, always shoot first.